2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Sacramento Kings. Well, for Sacramento, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Hey, we're going to be watching DeMarcus Cousins tonight. Just so dominant in everything he does. Shaq, would you consider him the best center in the league?
Well, Akeem Olajuwon taught me the numbers 28-10 makes you dominant. He's close, 25 and 13. He's also a great free throw shooter for his size. But they have to learn how to start winning. Winning 30 and 40 games a year and not even being close to the playoffs, that doesn't make you a dominant center. It just makes you a good center with great stats.
Well, he's a strong defender, too, but he still has some scoring efficiencies at times, but this guy gets it done.
Time now for tip-off. Kevin Harlan will have the call, and we will see you later.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Home court advantage goes to the Rockets playing here in Houston. So the Rockets win the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Sacramento, Rajon Rondo is out there with Bellinelli. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's McLemore. And it's Gay in at the 4 spot.
Listen, guys, James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA. Arguably in the conversation for the best player in our league. And listen, he's a league leader in scoring a season ago. He's a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
On defense, the Kings. And Lawson, here we go. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. So it's Sacramento now. Outside Rondo. Passes to Cousins. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Here's Lawson. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. There's the screen. Screen by Howard. To the paint. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Howard's got his first 2 points.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Outside Rondo. Over in the corner, Cousins. Ariza with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lawson against Rondo. Rondo with the steal. And here we go. McLemore heading.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Now Bellinelli. Trevor Ariza, missing from long range. Screen by Cousins. And Bellinelli kicks to Rondo. Gay outside. 6 on the shot clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And no question, GA, Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers. But in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count him, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though, Kevin? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And, you know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
Now here's Lawson. Monty Eunice. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Rondo. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Goes up off the pick. And then Gay with the dunk.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Excellent team play there on the pick, and then he rips it down.
Now here's Lawson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
And that's what makes the alley-oop such a terrific play when you're able to execute it.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Rudy Gay.
And guys, you see how Rudy Gay just exploded last season in the second half. I mean, I think he felt at ease in George Karl's system, and I think that's one reason why you're starting to see just how good Rudy Gay can be.
Rudy Gay hits them both. For a long time, critics have gotten on Gay for his lack of efficiency, but he quieted some of those voices, Clark, last year with his play and stats.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, across the board, he made nice improvements, not only in his scoring, but also his ability to create shots for others.
And the rejection by Cousins. Outside Rondo. He feeds it to Gay. Pulls up, high post. Almost, but it rolls out.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Reeves the dishes to Lawson. Here is Harden. 6 to shoot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Guys, James Harden, quite possibly the most devastating rim attacker in the league today, just refuses to slow down. Wayne Clark, he's going right at the basket.
Yeah, he's got it all, Kevin. I mean, he's so thick and strong and has deceptive moves and explosiveness. When he gets inside, he's scoring or you're fouling.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw dropped for Harden.
When you're defending Harden, it really is a pick your poison situation. I mean, we talked about his driving, but you can't gap him because he's also a very good shooter and passer. So that double team that you want to provide as well, he's real good at finding that open man.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
And guys, another thing about Harden, he draws so much attention defensively. So even when he misses around the rim, oftentimes it's going to create offensive rebound opportunities for the Rockets. So he takes the whole defense with him.
And the Kings pushing it up now. Bellinelli's got the ball outside Rondo. From 15 feet away, and there's Cousins. That's good on the assist by Rondo.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
No good from Lawson.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Rondo. Looking for his first basket still in this one. There's the pick. Right wing. Cousins with it. And it's Howard picking him up. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. Right now, let's find out what head coach George Karl had to say to our Doris Burke. Doris?
A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a five-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
And thanks for that story, Doris.
A surreal alley-oop that time, partner.
The pass, Clark, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
Precision at its finest.
And guys, it had to be, because not nearly as easy a play as they made it look.
A shot by Harden, wide open, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. The Kings leading. Rondo with the ball. Now Lawson defending. Rondo kicks to Gay. Shoots from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gay's got 8.
Don't take your eyes off of him, because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point. But Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
Kings making a change here. Collison's out there. And here are the Rockets now. 4-point game.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
Now, here is Lawson, looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Harden. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive by Houston. Here's Howard, and that one is stuffed right through.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Bellinelli with the 3. Here's Cousins. Excellent D from Howard.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Whoa. That'll wake you up. My goodness.
Is he an athlete or what?
No doubt about it. It's almost as if he lives in the air, and dunks like that have become quite commonplace.
Now here's Gay. He's got 8, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused really for the first stretch of his career.
Collison against Lawson. Dishes it to Howard. Moniunas kicks to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Ariza has the open look. Shot clock at 3. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
We watched Howard play some great basketball. He's already up to 8 points and 2 rejections. He's having a terrific first quarter.
But if he keeps this up over the course of the game, look out.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Last season was difficult for Dwight Howard, to say the least, across the board. Worse since, in fact, his rookie year.
Yeah, he just wasn't able to stay healthy. I mean, looks dominant in spurts. Gets you thinking, okay, he's back. Then his body betrays him.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Jones checked in for Moniunas. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Ty Lawson.
And talking about Howard, always a perennial double-doubles leader. Last year, through the injuries, he dropped down to 23 total double-doubles. But that was in only 41 games. So the average over an 82-game stretch would have put him in the top 5 once again. So clearly, he has a lot left when he's healthy.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden against Collison. The kick outside to Butler. He dishes it to Koufos. Clock at 6. The drive by Collison. Here's Caspi. Can't hit. And it's Houston the other way.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Harden with a screen on Butler. Takes a shot at the elbow. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Beverley. 8 points for James Harden.
Getting back to Dwight Howard, I think he's at a crossroads physically. Had back and knee issues. It's highly unlikely he can be 100% for a full season. You just hope to have him happy and healthy for your most important games. A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Rockets trail by 3. Harden outside. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Second chance shot, and it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got 12 points in the game.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Harden can't hit.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Collison against Beverley. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. That doesn't go either for Butler. And for the Rockets, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. And the basket by Brewer.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Collison up top. Defended by Beverley from 11 feet away. No good off the front iron.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
The Rockets making a switch here. Capella's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Cauley Stein comes in for Koufos. And Curry subbed in for Darren Collison. And both free throws good for James Harden.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
1:14 left to play here in the first. Caspi with the bucket.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Houston in the lead. Harden outside. Softly drops in the floater. Harden's got 12.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Curry passes to Cauley-Stein. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
And the first one at the line is good.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And both free throws good for Caspi.
And with the Rockets last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. Went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Now here's Curry. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Kings lead by 2.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The shot is off. It's a tie game here in Houston. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
And head coach Kevin McHale doing well in Houston. He certainly has a fan and a shooting guard, James Harden.
He listens to us. You know, he takes our input and our feedback on games and what do we think and how we feel about, you know, certain situations. And, you know, he's a player coach. He's played, so he knows the game.
Well, there's no doubt there's great respect that Harden is showing for Coach Kevin McHale, which is what you need sometimes as a coach. You've got to command that respect from your players.
You know, it's kind of like a honeymoon period. You know, when it's clicking, it's like magic, and you just try to keep it going. But it all comes down to the coach listening, sharing, and taking the players' input seriously. Kevin has that instinct, having been around so many great teams.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out to you from a numbers standpoint?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
They've got Trevor Ariza, Lawson out there with Brewer. Then there's Moniunas, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Here's McLemore. Sacramento moving it around. Now here's Gay. He's guarded closely. Just 4 to shoot. Another miss by Gay. Rockets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And stolen by Cauley-Stein. Curry attacking. from down low. Sacramento again missing.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Stolen by Gay. One-on-one fast break. Here's Rondo, and the layup falls. Rondo's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Kings. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now here's Gay. He's got 10.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
Ariza outside. They set the screen. There's the dish to Capella. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Some changes for Sacramento. Koufos comes in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Bellinelli in for Curry. Houston shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And, you know, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
Now here's McLemore. Rondo with a screen for McLemore. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Bellinelli, and that's good. Bellinelli's got 5. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
And, guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Like last season, we saw Motiejunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, a big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin. Both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And Motiejunas actually showing a newfound post repertoire there. I mean, he's deceptive. He has hooks and pump fakes, little up and unders. The Rockets looked to him for offense when they weren't playing through Harden.
Rockets making a change here. Howard's checked in, and a change for the Kings. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. Gay against Motiejunas. Motiejunas sets a screen for Lawson. Pass to Motiejunas. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ariza. And a high bounce as it comes off the rim. Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Motiejunas with the steal. Lawson's against Collison. Here's Motiejunas. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. Motiejunas has got 6 points. No shortage of drama here early on.
Well, neither team can grasp control of this thing. I mean, both teams trying to get a hold of it.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Brewer is just to Ariza.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. And the lead goes right back. What a seesaw affair we've got going on.
This game's right there for the taking, but neither team can quite grab hold of it. Like a slippery bar of soap there. Somebody's got to take charge here.
And here are the Rockets now. Sacramento making their last shot. And Lawson, here we go. Kicks it out to Ariza. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A floater. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
For Sacramento, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Collison against Lawson. Collison, no good. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Lawson kicks to Brewer. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Kings trailing. A drive by Collison. There's the feed to Bellinelli. Gay, a screen on Ariza. Here's Bellinelli. Ariza covering. Just 4 to shoot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season. But he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Now, here's Brewer. High post, Howard. It's Ariza on the wing. There's a screen by Motiejunas. Ariza kicks to Brewer. And the shot no good, a bit short. And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their 3rd best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are.
And it's slammed in by Howard.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Here is Brewer. Sacramento making their last shot. Screened by Howard. And Brewer kicks to Lawson. Brewer passes to Motiejunas. And some nice passing there by Houston. Ariza goes in, uses both hands to slam it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
No good from Cousins. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Screen by Cousins. In the corner, it's McLemore. Motiejunas grabs the miss. Motiejunas has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Howard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And it's a 4-point Houston lead.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Now, here's Koufos, covered by Morty Eunice. Collison against Lawson. Puts one up from 19. And it's off the back rim. No good. Rockets leading by 4. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Great D that time from Collison. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Pass to Cousins. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Cousins has got 10 points. And so it's Houston with it. Lawson dishes to Monty Eunice. There's the pass to Howard. Ariza, right side. No one near him. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
To the left wing. Feeds it to McLemore. Here's the screen. Shot clock at 6. Bellinelli for 3. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Brewer up top. Bellinelli is covering. Now Brewer. And here's Lawson with the shot. Brewer, good. Brewer's got 6. Clarkie talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, not even through the first half, and it's been one heck of a battle.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
With a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Jones comes in for Monty Eunice. James Harden, he's checked in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Caspi, he's checked in for Koufos. Butler comes in for Ben McLemore. Anderson, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. Now here's Butler. He kicks it to Anderson. Rondo passes to Anderson. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. No good from Cousins.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Kings really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Harden, no good. Sacramento's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Rondo against Harden. Here's Cousins. And that one's good. Cousins has got 12.
You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
And the basket by Jones.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
The drive by Rondo. Passes it to Caspi. He feeds it to Anderson. Kicks it to Cousins. And the Kings check on two more.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number one.
Rondo against Beverly. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for DeMarcus Cousins.
Into the case, Willie Cauley Stein.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
And it's Rondo penetrating. That's good. Rondo's got 4 this quarter.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his way.
16 seconds left in the first half. And Beverly kicks to Jones. Got a hand on it. It's 2-on-1. Pushing it up. It's rebounded by Houston. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Kings on top. They're up by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, I'm here with Dwight Howard. And Dwight, you looked really strong so far tonight. What's been your approach?
I just trying to play with a lot of energy. I do the best I can on the defensive end to help my teammates out. Post hard.
Dwight, thank you so much. Kevin, one of the most intimidating defenders in the league.
Thank you, Doris, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. DeMarcus Cousins having an outstanding game. He had 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and asserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, those second chance points are huge, and they only came because of their effort. Their work on the offensive glass is what's keeping them in the game. They definitely should try to continue to stay tough on the glass. It's been key so far.
And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Sacramento's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. The second half is underway, and here's who George Karl's got on the floor. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's McLemore in at the 3 spot. Now here's Lawson following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins, and he gets it to go. Monty Eunice has got the first points of the second half here for the Rockets. playing alongside James Harden. A lot less pressure, too, on Dwight Howard to carry the load offensively these days. It's certainly, Clark, made things easier for him.
Not only easier, I think it's been more comfortable for him as a secondary scorer. Rolling to the rim, crashing the offensive glass. Those are things he can do at a high level for a lot longer, I think.
Lawson dishes to Howard. Screen by Howard. Jumper off the screen. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. Puts up the baby hook. Screen by Cousins. Bellinelli passes to Cousins. Here's Gay, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Now it's a 3-point Sacramento lead. And for Houston, they're shooting well, 50% from the floor. Lawson kicks to Harden. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. The shot's good from Lawson. Lawson's got his first basket.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Rondo dishes to McLemore. Gay passes to Cousins. Six to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. That doesn't go either for Cousins. The Rockets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And something not a lot of people talk about, Ty Lawson's defense. He has the lateral quickness, Clark, and strong lower body that gives, you know, point guards fits.
Yeah, he's like a fire hydrant in terms of his build and strength. He's a good ball defender, but he gambles sometimes, so that can cut both ways. He'll get steals, but he'll also put you in tough positions defensively.
In talking about Lawson's defense, he was down in steals last season. But a part of that is because he stopped gambling as much. He's learned where to pick his spots.
And Lawson hits 2 free throws.
Getting back to Ty Lawson, he's under 6 feet without shoes, relatively short wingspan as well, yet he's always had to deal with size limitations on defense. But he uses phenomenal anticipation and speed to win more than his share of battles at that end of the floor.
Now here's Lawson following the miss by DeMarcus Cousins and stolen by Gay. Now Gay pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You really got to give him some credit there. I mean, he really had absolutely no chance to stop that throwdown against a much bigger guy. But he hung in there and gave it a very strong effort.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Houston in the lead. To the inside. Here's Motiejunas. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. Motiejunas has got 11 points. And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl Gregg on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just...
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Game. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put on.
Looking over there at Greg, he's enjoying every second of it, Clark.
Yeah. Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Oh, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Ariza. Ariza with another miss.
Talk about hurting your team. I mean, he just can't get anything to go out there.
Rondo against Ariza. And Bellinelli kicks to Rondo. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Just 5 on the clock. Dishes to McLemore. A 3. And Rondo with the basket on the assist from McLemore. Rondo's got the lead up to 6 now for the Kings. To the paint. That's good.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
You're right, Clark. Just continue to pound it in the paint and get those easy points inside.
Here's Gay. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 5 rebounds tonight. And again, it's Trevor Ariza. And now just a 2-point Kings lead.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Lawson is doubled. He dishes it to Howard. To the inside. Here's Moniunas. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Moniunas has got 13 points. It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. And that one's good. 20 points for Howard.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Well, last season, Greg, another year without playoff basketball in Sacramento. A shame to see some of the best fans in the NBA not be a part of the postseason.
And it's a great point, Kevin. Now, 9 straight years where the Kings have failed to make the postseason. 29-win seasons aren't going to get you very far when you're battling in the West.
Checked in for the Rockets. Then for the Kings, Curry comes in for McLemore, and it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. Sacramento's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land, 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight.
And, you know, you mentioned the 9 straight years without a playoff appearance for the Kings. Their last trip was in 2006. And since then, they've been rebuilding. That's the second longest playoff drought in the NBA.
Well, if the Kings do make it back to the playoffs, you know they'll be dangerous. Their fans have been through so much the last few seasons. They really deserve to see a team in postseason contention.
For DeMarcus Cousins, his numbers have been flat out phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. Sometimes hidden by the lack of what's around him in Sacramento, especially, you know, Greg, when you compare last year's stats with other centers in the NBA.
Yeah, he's averaged nearly 5 points more per game than the next center. Top 3 in rebounding for all centers. This guy is the complete package down low.
You know, guys, back to DeMarcus Cousins last season, he was top 3 for centers in the system steals, and he was in the top 7 in block shots.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Bellinelli, covered by Brewer. Shot clock at 6. Here's Bellinelli. He's got 9. Off target from the wing.
And talking about Cousins, he's a franchise talent. No one debates that. He can take over a game anytime he feels like it. And heaven help the NBA if he ever starts feeling like it over an 82-game year.
Screen by Cousins. And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Both teams will make substitutions. Harden against Curry. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jones. Misses off the right iron. Kings leading now by 4. Right side, Butler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for Caron Butler, came into the league as a hard-nosed defender. Good rebounder for a small forward. But it seems like as he matured, Greg, he became more of a three-point marksman.
Great point. And you know, early in his career, the difficulty with the outside shot, his game was more about toughness. But like most smart veterans, he extended his range so he could live to play a little longer, which he certainly has.
And, you know, going back to Caron Butler, he became a complete offensive player at the height of his career. I mean, he improved his ball handling so he could get his shot off from any place on the court. His pull-up mid-range jumper, cash money. And in a couple of years, he averaged nearly 5 assists a game.
Harden with a screen on Collison. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
The Kings leading. Collison kicks to Butler. Back to Collison. It's rebounded by Houston.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Collison against Beverly. Jones, no one around him. Again, the miss by Jones.
And when you talk about Caron Butler, I think the progression of his skill set proves that you can do anything you put your mind to. I mean, this is a guy who's shown what dedication and hard work really mean. It's made him into one of the best small forwards in our game for a stretch of his career.
All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Collison with it, and it's Harden picking him up. There's a screen. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. Caspi dishes to Curry. Here's Collison. Good D by Harden.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
There's the dish to Jones. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Kings leading now by 6. Outside Collison. Puts it up from 17. Collison with another miss.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
James Anderson, he's checked in for Sacramento.
James Anderson.
Sacramento's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Collison kicks to Butler. Collison against Beverly. Pass to Caspi. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 6 assists in the game. Rockets trail by 9. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 21.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
Beverly against Collison. Outside Butler. Anderson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Collison with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And here's Anderson for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Jones has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And now just a 4-point Kings lead. Sacramento's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Collison the pass to Cauley-Stein. Butler dishes to Collison. From the stripe. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Here's Brewer. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've reached the end of the third. Kings lead by 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Rockets trail by 4. Motiejunas and Howard the post pair. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. And it's Lawson in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. The drive by Rondo. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Rondo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Kings. Lawson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Ariza. That doesn't go either for Ariza.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
That's a 2 from Bellinelli. The offensive rebound. Cousins can't hit from in close.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Rondo kicks to Anderson. Fades away. And the shot falls short this time. Rockets trail by 4. Ariza with it. A shot by Lawson, wide open. And a miss there on the triple.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Rondo passes to Cousins. With the fadeaway. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Harden kicks to Lawson. Here's Howard, and he jams it with authority.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Bellinelli dishes to Cousins. Clock at 4. A 3 from Gay. Another miss by Gay. Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Motiejunas. That is in there. Watson with the assist. Motiejunas has got the game tied up here for Houston.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Here's Gay. Knocks down the 10-footer. Gay's got 14 points now in the second half.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
It's been quite a game for Rudy Gay.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Kevin McHale coaching his team during that break. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
Sacramento making a switch here. McLemore's checked in. Howard with a screen on Rondo. Ariza. Go.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Gay, a screen on Harden. Now Bellinelli. Releases. That one wide left.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Houston.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
One thing to say about Rajon Rondo's career, he's come up big in the biggest of games, had 6 steals in the closeout game that gave Boston its 17th championship. Remember that back in 2008 for Coach Doc Rivers.
I really do. And after that Boston win in the series against the Lakers, Phil Jackson called Rondo the star of Game 6. Everyone had always talked about the Big Three in Boston. That year, it was the Big Four.
For Houston, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Ariza goes in, and he gets the bucket.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. The feed now to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 6. Back to Cousins. 11 feet away, and it's sent back by Howard. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. 1 on the clock. Houston's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Rondo sends it back. From deep, McLemore. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Harden with it. Now defended by McLemore. And it's slammed in by Howard.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he fixed the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Here's Gay. Pass to Cousins. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Dwight Howard.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. He's got 10 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the 2nd spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final games.
And Cousins drops them both. Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in 2nd in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West. And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hey guys, well, George Karl had some advice for the team in that last huddle. He said their plan was to run their offense through Gay. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
And thank you for that, Doris. Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Rudy Gay on the wing, covered by Motiejunas. The Rockets have gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. A shot by Ariza, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. And now a 4-point Houston lead. Rondo against Lawson. Out to the wing. McLemore inside the line. And the rebound goes to Howard. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. That doesn't go either for Ariza. The Kings trail by 4. Rondo passes to Bellinelli. Cousins with a screen on Harden. Bellinelli dishes to Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
It's stolen by Lawson. And here we go with Lawson running it right up the court. Harden can't hit. Rondo against Howard. Now the pass to McLemore. Feeds it to Cousins. A fadeaway. That's good. Cousins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Big shot. As soon as he got an opening, boy, did he let it fly.
Lawson with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Lawson is doubled. Howard drives in, and that one is hammered home.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Here's Bellinelli. Cousins with a screen on Harden. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. No good from Cousins. Rockets leading by 4. Ariza goes in. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. 20 points for Trevor Ariza. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Rondo, and it's sent back by Howard. Here's Ariza. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And the Kings making a change here. Collison's out there. The Kings trail by 6. There's a screen. He kicks to Gay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Howard goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
I agree with you. I mean, and now that we're moving deeper into the fourth, it's really the point where they add a few more points to the lead, and I think they can put this thing away and consider it over.
Yeah, he hasn't had much luck getting shots to fall here. Just 2 of 7 down the stretch.
Lawson kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Howard. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Kings trail by 8. Collison the pass to Cousins. No good. Good D by Howard.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Collison dishes to Cousins. Excellent D from Howard. And here's Houston. They're on an 18-6 run. Lawson kicks to Harden. Back to Lawson. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Free throw drops for Ariza. And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 11. It's Harden with the drive. Stolen by Gay. Collison the pass to Bellinelli. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist in the game.
How about the quick hands on the steal and the quick feet on the break?
Yeah, a careless, silly mistake there, though. I mean, coughing the ball up and then not being quick enough to get back on defense, that's costly.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Rockets.
Mark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Dwight Howard. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
And that one's good by Game. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's a screen by Modi Yunus. Lawson is doubled off the pick. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
At the line for your Rockets, Donatas Motiejunas. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Modi Yunus. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Curry. Passes it to Caspi. Kicks to Butler. Now Caspi. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on the win, James. And what did it take for the team to make the push necessary to put yourselves in position to win tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and came away with the victory.
It was a decisive run, James. Thanks for the time. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. See you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Dwight Howard. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
Well, when Dwight uses his physical presence and athleticism to the max, he's nearly impossible to stop. He's got the body of a center, but the hops of a swing man. Just got to put it all together now.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.